Hi, this video we're going to look at setting up a new account with the campaigns. First, we're going to take a look at the starter campaigns, and then we're going to look at the other more advanced campaigns. So basically, when you first sign up, you'll have to enter the subdomain in the field. I'm sure you've already seen that, as well as your contact info, and very basic. Doesn't matter what you put for that subdomain, but I usually recommend either your name or your business name or some variation of that. Then you're going to want to set up your starter campaigns first, but keep in mind that we will do that for you just by entering a ticket at support@nitrosupport.com, and we'll get that set up for you. And then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to set up the advanced campaigns, such as the Doomsday campaign and some of the others. And it's the same process for all the campaigns to get these set up. And then you have the bi-monthly campaigns that start coming to you 5 weeks after you join. Starting with the seduction sequence, and then every 2 months after that, you receive a new campaign. There's a different process for installing those, and that'll be handled in a separate video. So when you first are going to try to do this, you see I'm logged into the software here. And so right now I have the software open. I also have the local autopilot training site open, the training portal, right? And then I also have my website that I want to install the starter campaigns to. So when you're logging in here, one of the first things you're going to do is click on the orange tab to go to Pages. And then you might want to sort by name to make sure you have everything in the right order. And we're actually looking for the starter campaigns. So let me sort in this order. All right, so the starter campaigns are going to be the ones that have the LAS2-ST, right, as opposed to GG or anything else. So the ones that have the LAS2-ST are all the starter campaigns. So the way this works is there's 6 starter campaigns. Now each starter campaign has a banner ad associated with it. So let's look at the starter section of the local autopilot training site, and you can see we have getting started, but then we have 6 campaigns here: SEO, social media, reputation management, mobile marketing, pay-per-click, and video marketing. Now I'm going to go through setting up one of those, but they're all set up exactly the same. So once you know how to set up one, you'll be able to just follow those same instructions for each of the other 5 campaigns. So there's 6 total. Now, the way this works is these 6 campaigns have a banner ad, and when that banner ad's clicked from your website, it takes you to a landing page that allows you to opt in for a special report. And then when you fill out that form for the special report, you are then sent to a thank you page. Now, the way this works is these 6 campaigns, when you fill that form out, it's going to take you to an interim page to collect full address. And then when you fill out the full address page, it'll then take you to a final thank you page. Just so that concept is clear, the 6 campaigns go to a full address capture page with another form on it where you get full address. And then after they fill that one out, it then goes to a thank you page. Just want to make sure that concept is clear. So let's take a look at the one of the campaigns. Let's look at the SEO campaign. So I clicked on that. So these are this is the instructions here. If you want to do it yourself, you can watch these videos. Here are the banner ads, the artwork. So you would basically just right click and then save image as, and you'd save it to wherever on your hard drive you want to put those in a safe place. And you have the choice between either this rectangular banner ad or a square version of that. It depends on how you want to fit those onto your page. Then we have here a code snippet. Now this code snippet is very helpful in choosing or selecting what's going to happen when that banner ad's clicked. So you can, if you're installing it to WordPress, you can copy that And what I usually do is I'll just place it on a notepad page so that I have it handy. Then we have the free report files that are in Word version. You can edit these yourself and make your own versions and then upload those into the file manager in the SendPepper software if you want. But we already have a generic version that's already turned to a PDF stored for you, so you don't have to do anything to those if you don't want to. And just keep in mind, we will do this, for you for free. We'll set all this up for you. You just have to do a support ticket, support@nitrosupport.com. So we have that code snippet. We've then downloaded the banner ads. So I'm going to fast forward a little bit here. Now, this is my website, and I've already placed the banner ads on the website, right? See, like so. So depending on the type of site you have, most people are going to have WordPress. You could have either two column where you have the content and then the one column to the right, or you could have a three column page, which this one is, where you have the content in the middle and then a column on either side. And basically these are added. There's a number of ways to add them, but you can add them as a widget, or you can add them by using that code snippet, right? So basically the code snippet, it's basically ahref equals target page, right? And then img, image source, equals, and then image source, and then the closing tags. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to take the target page path, and the URL, and you're going to put it there. And then you're going to take the image source, that's wherever you save the image. Now you can upload it to a server, you can import it into WordPress if you want, but wherever you put that image, that banner ad, you can see these banner ads here on the side and on the website. Wherever you put those, you're going to put that path right here where it says image source. And then the page that you're going to after you click the banner ad is going to go here where it says target page. All right. So just to be real clear, and then you're going to then associate or put this into the a text widget in your website, in your WordPress website, or if you're doing it in Dreamweaver, you would select the image, and then you'd have a link to path for it to go to. It depends on what platform you're doing, but you get the idea. When you click these, it's going to execute this code and it's going to pull the image from there, but it's going to go to that path. So where you set this path is you go into the software, and we're looking at LAS2-ST, and then we have the different campaigns here. So right here we have SEO. So I'm going to click on the SEO edit, and that's going to open up the SEO landing page. Now, really, there's not a whole lot that needs to be done here. First, I want to click on the web form down here. I just want to make sure we have the correct web form. So once you click on that, you look at this little drop-down box here, and you can see that it has the correct web form. If it had the wrong one, I would just basically hit that drop-down box, and I would select the corresponding starter web form that matched up with the page. Not a big deal. It's almost always correct, but I always like to double check it. Then you're going to click on the page URL, and you can either select your own domain. If you want to do that, you can register a domain name at GoDaddy or HostGator or wherever, and you can enter it there. And if you click this red link that says Web Hosting Video Help, it'll show you how to do that. I'm not going to go into that in this video because there is a video available if you do want to have your own domain. But what I do is since they're clicking on a banner ad and it's taking them straight to the page, they're never really going to see that URL. So I just basically pick one out. So I might say SEO report, and then I might pick a subdomain. Let's just say we'll pick My Pepper Page. There's all different ones you can do there. This you can just leave empty, and voila, you now have that URL there, and then you can hit save, and then you can select that domain, and then we go back to the text file. you can see where it says target page. That's where I'm going to paste that domain, right? The full path, http forward slash, all that, in the domain name.com. And then again, wherever you had stored that image, a lot of people are just going to import it into the media area of a WordPress site, and that's fine. Just grab that path, the direct path that that is associated with that image file after you upload it, and you would just paste that right here. And then you have your code snippet that you can put into a text widget under the widgets under appearance in your WordPress site. So that's how to set up a starter campaign. Now, the next thing I want to check is we're going to go into admin, right? And up here in the top left, you see where it says Manage Smart Forms. You're going to click on that. And then you can see we have here, these, I'm going to expand this to a view of 50 so I can see everything. So again, you can see these are all the web forms that are in the system. We're looking again for the starter ones. And specifically right now, we're looking at the SEO one. So you can see we've got under starter, we got the video, social media, SEO, reputation management, pay-per-click, free report, a mobile marketing. And then this one here, the last one, says free report request form, full address. So you got to remember, this is used as the thank you page for all of these. And then this one, when one's filled out, it goes to an actual thank you page. So a couple things we're going to check. First, we're going to check all of these forms, all 6 of these campaign forms, to make sure that they use this as the thank you page. And then we're going to check this one to make sure this is pointed to an actual thank you page. So I'm going to just check the SEO one since that's what we were working on as the example. And this will be the same process for the others. So you're going to open that up. And so you see there's the form. You can change, you can add fields, change the look and feel if you want. But we're going to go to settings, and we're going to just make sure that this web form is pointing to the correct landing page. So this is the SEO free report starter request. So when they fill this out, we want them to go to the full address form, right? So don't know why that's not showing up there. Let's go back. Okay. Oh, you know what we haven't done? Oh, that makes sense. First thing we do is we got to set up before we can go and look at the web forms, we've got to set up the URLs for all of the starter campaigns. So let's just do that now. So the full address one, we just have to set up the URLs for those. So the URL, this is where they would capture the full address. So I'm just going to type in LPA and then full address. I'm going to pick, let's try Z reply, keep the URL nice and short, and then hit save. So that one's all set. Then we're going to go back to landing pages. We're going to then look at, LAS2, ST, we just did full address. Now we're going to do mobile. So we're going to hit edit. And I'm going to use the same naming conventions I was doing. LPA, that's an abbreviation for my company. And then Z reply. And then over here, I'm just going to put mobile. Right? And we're going to follow suit. I'm going to save. Back to landing pages. And you can see as it's adding them over here, you can see what they are. So we're going to go right down the line. Next one, this one here, ST pay-per-click landing page. We're going to edit that now. Internet connection's running a little slow, but I'd rather go through this and make sure you understand this than to rush through it. So this is definitely, oops. Let's try this again. Oh, there it is. Okay, so this is the pay-per-click report. So we're going to click on that, And again, LPA. I'm just using Z-Reply. You can use any of these. I just like to use shorter ones if I can. You can't always. And so this one's pay-per-click. Save. Back to landing pages. Then we get reputation. Click edit. URL. Hosted domain. LPA. And you can use, this would be abbreviation for your company name or your whole company name or your name, if that's what you use to do business. It's up to you. So this would be reputation. And you can write reputation management or reputation report, whatever you want to write. You can do that, but this just keeps it simple. So I'm going to save that. Oops, back here. So it's that SEO. Now it's social. Getting all these starter campaigns done. Social, LPA, Z-Reply, SOCIAL. Let's save. Then back to landing pages. Then video. And same thing. LPA. Pick a domain. Video. And then save. And then back to landing pages. And then down here we have finally the last one is the thank you page. See, LAS2 ST for starter package. Then we have the thank you page. So we're gonna edit that, right? We're gonna give that a let's see, LPA, Z-Reply. So thank you. All right, save. All right, so now we've got all of the starter campaigns are assigned, or all the starter landing pages are assigned a domain now, right? A subdomain. So we've got the full address, which will be used as a thank you page for all of these all these 6 campaigns, and then the thank you page, which will be used as a thank you page from the full address page, right? So next thing we're going to do is we're going to go into the Smart Form Manager. We went in there prematurely before because we hadn't set up the URLs for all the pages. You have to set up those URLs first. And, I should know better. So here we have the starter campaigns. So let's look at the video marketing campaign. Right? So now when we come in here and we go to settings, hello, there we go. Now when we say use this landing page, voila, all those pages we just created are right in here. And so remember, all the first 6 campaigns are going to go to the full address page. So we're going to hit, make sure we get the proper tags, video marketing for report, video marketing for report. Good. So we got those these 4 these 2 tags and these 2 sequences should be in there. So and so we're going to hit save. Right. So we're going to go back. So, okay. Okay, the next one. I'm going to go right down the line again. So this one's a social media one. So we're going to click on that. Oops. Make sure it's going to the full address page. Make sure it's got the tags and the sequences that you see here. Right, they're different for each one. Right, they're all going to get free report request, and they're all going to get free report follow-up as a sequence. But each one has its own as well, social media free report and social media follow-up. So you want to make sure that, as we're going along, you see what's here, make sure it matches what you see. So next, save. I'm going to go back. Very good. And you can see that as we're going through, it tells you what the thank you page is that it leads to, right? So I'm looking here. These all have the correct thank you page, and the full address one goes to the correct thank you page. All the others go to full address. I just want to make sure, though. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to randomly check a couple of them. I just want to make sure. So right now we're going into the full address form. You can see it here. And we're going to check out, it's not pointing to the right one. So this should go to the thank you. This is the full address page, remember. We're going to hit save. So just from an audit standpoint, to make sure that we're doing right, we're going to go through all of these. So I don't remember if we did the social media one yet, so I'm going to go back just to double check it. We did. Okay, so it goes to full address. You can see it there in the drop down. So we're going to go back. The next one below that, I believe, was SEO. Where is that? SEO right there. Boom. So you can see this is not rocket science if you just follow the instructions, but like I said, we will do this for you. Just put in a ticket. So this is SEO, it's going to full address. They're all going to full address except for the full address page goes to the thank you page. So the whole concept there is you're capturing just their name and email to deliver the free report, but then you're letting them know that from time to time you might mail them something. And if they want to be able to get that, then they need to give you the full address. So next we're doing reputation marketing. And in the reputation marketing form, we will click on settings. And looks like we need to set the page to full address and then save. So that looks good. And then we're going to go back. So you want to go through and you just want to make sure you deliberately set each one, because you saw with your own eyes that it stood over here, the page we're expecting to see, but when we go in there, it was not the correct page. So we want to fix that. Oops. And there we go. We're going to do full address. That's the pay-per-click page. Okay, and then back. And then mobile marketing is the last one. Okay, here we have the settings. And we have, that's the mobile marketing, again, going to full address. We're going to hit save. All right, and back. So now we have just completed setting up the starter campaigns. We looked at putting the banners on the page, setting the code snippet so that when they click the banner, it takes them to the corresponding page here. So video marketing banner ad will take them to the video marketing landing page, and on that page is the video marketing smart form, and when that smart form gets filled out, they're going to go to the full address page where we can get their full address, and then when they fill that out, they're going to go to the thank you page. And it's going to be like that for each of the different 6 starter campaigns. They'll all have a banner ad that when it's clicked will go to the related corresponding landing page that has the related corresponding web form on it, and when they fill that out, they all go to the same full address page, and then from there it goes to the thank you page. So we've done that, so good to go on that. So the next thing we need to do is you got your Doomsday campaign. We got to get the Doomsday campaign set up. So we're going to take a look here at a couple things. Let's first look at the Doomsday web form. Okay, so I'm going to go into Smart Forms again. I'm going to look here under last 2 GG is the Go-Getter level. That's the level at which the Doomsday campaign is. And let's see, Lap Go-Getter. Let's see, Doomsday campaign form. Keep in mind the Doomsday full address has been discontinued. No longer use it because it has such low conversion rates. Some of you might end up with it. That's fine. I would delete it because we're not going to use it in any of the stuff that we advise you to do. If you're super lazy and you don't want to do anything as far as follow-up, feel free to try it, but you'll probably get really, really bad results with it. So just keep that in mind. We're going to go into the Doomsday campaign form. And in here, you can see we're asking them for first name, last name, email, phone number, and then what their business challenge is. And so we want to make sure that's going to the proper thank you page. So you can see here it's not. So we're going to point it to the thank you page right there. And now that it's pointed to the thank you page, you can see it's got the Doomsday campaign tag and the Doomsday letter campaign follow-up sequence. Now keep in mind that sequence, it only has one email in it, and that email is basically just a thank you for requesting the report. Someone will call you to verify your address. So we're going to hit save. And then we're going to go back. And you can see the Doomsday form is going to the thank you page, and that's cool. Now we're going to go look at the Doomsday landing page. You've just made sure the form looks good. So we're going to go here to the last 2 GG for Go-Getter Doomsday landing page. So we're going to click the little pencil to edit that. I'm going to go in here. Now there's a couple things we're going to do. We're going to put a picture of ourselves, whoever you are. You're going to put your picture there. And the way you're going to do that is you're going to hit New Item, select Image, then you're going to add new file. Oops. Then you're going to upload a file to your computer, from your computer, I mean. And let's see, I'm going to look in let's see, load downs. Let's do this pic. It's as good as any. It'll do. And then you're going to accept it. Then you're just going to move that into place. You might have to resize it. Resizing is easy. You just sort of drag a corner or a side or whatever to resize. But there, the page is there. It's automatically going to insert my name and then my city and state. And then up here, city, inserts a few fields. Now you can change that. You can certainly just double click and edit and change that to hard code, whatever you want. I mean, you feel free to do that. And there's another video separate from this that shows you how to make this niche specific. So if you're just doing a mailing to plumbers, it would be related to plumbers and so on and so forth. So, if you want to do a certain niche within a certain geographic area, which is what I recommend, you'll want to watch that video in the Doomsday training section that shows you how to nicheify the Doomsday letter. So really, adding your picture there is, really, I think, important. It makes it more personal. You can put your logo there if you want, or a picture of a free report if you have one. You can do really whatever you want. And then over here, obviously, we've got to set the URL. So I'm going to do the hosted domain. In this case, if you're going to be putting this URL into the Doomsday letter, I'd recommend registering a domain and then putting it here. Whatever that might be. It could be whatever you decide. Something that could be related to a city and related to a certain niche. I'm not going to type any of my domains in here because whenever I do that, I get a ton of people going and filling out the form to see what happens after they see the video. So I'm not going to do that, but I'll just do a fictitious one. Let's call it parrotlocal.com, and that's my demo site. And then I would hit accept, right? And then you would obviously, where you've registered your domain name, you'd have to set the domain name servers, the DNS servers. And the cool thing is, they put the settings for those servers right here for you. Boom. ns1.moon-ray.com and ns2.moon-ray.com. So you've got those two servers you'll set on your side. Now you don't have to. You can just do, dentist, Florida, zReply, whatever. Or you could do, if you're doing different geographic areas, you could do FL for Florida, and then zReply, and then dentist, right? Or you could do opposite. You could do dentist over here, and then just separate by state over here, or city. You could say Orlando, zReply dentist. But that URL is going to be in your printed materials, so you want it to be related. You want it to be more personal for them. So the more personal you make it, the better. So the number one thing to do would be to register your own domain and have it have the niche and the city state in it. The number two choice would be to set it up like this with a subdomain and have it be like FL dot whatever dot dentist or dentist dot. You get the idea. And so go ahead and set that. So you have that. You look it over, make sure that everything's spelled right, make sure it makes sense. One more thing you want to check is you can just click on the form, make sure it's got the right form there with the Doomsday Campaign form. Beautiful. Hit save. Right. Then back to the landing pages. So we've got our Doomsday all set up. So we've got the starters campaigns set up. The next thing, we have a couple more things to do. The admin assistant. So you're going to set up the admin assistant page. So you're going to click on that. You're going to look at that. You're going to set the domain name, and I'll just say LPA zReply.admin. Right? Very simple, to the point. It's gonna. You obviously have to do the same thing we did on the Doomsday page. You're gonna have to go and put your photo in there. The cool thing is, though, this time the photo's already loaded into the system, so you don't have to upload it from your hard drive. But you will want to go in, create new item, select image, or if it already has my picture there, if it does, then you would click that and then just hit select image and then go and pick a new image. But very simple stuff, and everything else is already all set. And it automatically inserts your name at the end, and you want to check the web form, admin assistant web form, beautiful. And then want to make sure that when they fill this out, they're going to the correct thank you page. So we're going to hit save, and then we're going to go up here to admin, right? And then over to smart forms again. And let's see, let's look for the go-getter admin assistancy. It would either be last2-gg admin, or it'd be lap go-getter admin. So you just, either one of those. We have a couple naming conventions. As we update materials, we're adding the 2 to the end. So we're going through and updating everything all the time with new versions. So here you can see there's the admin form. Click on settings. It's going to itself. Well, actually, it's going to this default thank you page, which is okay. I prefer to have everything go to my thank you page, right? The one we set up before is zReply thank you page, because eventually you can edit that thank you page. You can put a video on there. You can put Facebook and Twitter icons to connect with folks. You can put a survey on there. There's all kinds of things you can do with your thank you page later to make it more social and viral. Right now it's just a very basic page, but I like everything to eventually point to that, so that I can just later on edit one page and it'll carry through for everything. So we're going to go hit back now. Right. So while I'm in here with the forms, I'm going to check out the other two campaigns we got to look at: the internal referral and the external referral. So we got internal referral. I'm going to hit the pencil. Just want to make sure that under settings it's going to the correct thank you page, and it's not. So again, thank you, and then back. So we're going to next, we're going to look at the external referral page. External referral, yay. Okay, external referral page. Settings. And thank you. And save. Okay, so we've done those. Now we're going to go back to the pages, and we're going to look at the internal and external referral page right there in front of me. So we'll hit external, we'll hit edit. Right, and we just got to have to set a URL. See, it's not rocket science what we have to do on these, but we do for every landing page. We have to set a URL. Let's see, external referral. Right, you can put whatever you want there, but I'm just putting external referral. And then make sure it has the right form. External referral, beautiful. Hit save. And then back to landing pages, and then we're going to look at internal referral. Okay, and we're going to set that. LPA, Z reply, and then this one will be internal referral. Awesome. So you can see that. Make sure you get the right form. This one is internal referral. Perfect. And hit save. Back to landing pages. So you can see there's other pages here that are not set, but these are the bi-monthly campaigns. You'll get those. The first one you'll get will be the seduction sequence that you'll get week 5 of being a member. And then, every 2 months after that, you get another campaign. But there's individual videos on how to set those up. It's very similar to this, what we just did, but there's an additional step that you'll have to do. But yeah, this is how we set it up. So that the things we set up were the starter campaigns, then the Doomsday campaign, then the admin assistant campaign, then the internal referral campaign, the external referral campaign. And what we had to do for each one, it's the same for all of them. You have to set a domain name or subdomain, right? Otherwise it points to nowhere. And then you have to make sure it has the correct web form on it. And then you want to make sure that the web form is going to the correct location. In other words, it's either going to a thank you page, or in the case of the 6 starter campaigns, it's first going to the full address page, and then when they do the full address form, it takes them to the thank you page. So that's it on those. So hope this video made sense. I know we've got a few different versions of this training in the site. So if you watch this and you watch the other videos, you're going to hear it from different perspectives on how to do these steps. But again, like I said, we will do all this for you. You just have to enter a ticket at support@nitrosupport.com, and we will go in and set all this up for you for free. So that's the really cool thing. All those campaigns that we talked about in this video. So anyway, I hope you found this helpful, and see you on the next video.